Alpine boss Laurent Rossi believes the story of his team's contentious dealings with Oscar Piastri will stick with the Australian driver forever, even if he becomes the next Michael Schumacher. Piastri has also confirmed that he will be racing with number 81 at McLaren next season. Stay glued to your screen as we uncover what Alpine boss said about the Piastri move to McLaren and why Oscar is unsure Ricciardo wanted to hear from him amid Formula One contract situation. Before we go on, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Rossi remains outraged by Piastri's decision to join McLaren next year, a move the Frenchman sees as a breach of faith on the part of a young driver supported, mentored, and groomed by Alpine for a future with the latter in Formula One. Instead, Piastri opted to leave the in-stone outfit and switch his allegiance to McLaren, with which he will make his Formula One debut next year. For Rossi, the 21-year-old's behavior and utter lack of loyalty and integrity remains a bitter pill to swallow. He would have driven for us after Alonso left, Rossi told Automotor and Sport. McLaren and us are about the same strength, but we are a factory team. That is a competitive advantage. He grew up in this team. He knows everyone in our team. We've shown our commitment to him. Shouldn't he be a bit grateful for that? Oscar would do well to be fast and deliver results next year. But even if he becomes the new Michael Schumacher, this story will stick with him forever. There is a case to be made that Alpine lost its highly rated hopeful through negligence and a lack of diligence, having failed to lock down Piastri with a proper watertight contract. But Rossi has so far showed no inclination to own up to Alpine's mistake, insisting the relationship between the team and Piastri was governed first and foremost by the confidence and good faith between the two parties, while the contract grievances of the Aussie and his management were, in his view, just excuses to look elsewhere. There is no excuse for Oscar's behavior, said the Alpine chief. He has chopped off the hand that fed him and toyed with us because any draft contracts were not submitted on time. If he says he didn't feel the full affection from us, I wonder why we offered him all the opportunities to become as complete a Formula One driver as possible. These were not empty words but actions. If he claims the contract situation was too obscure for him, then I say he knew we had the Williams contract in the bag. There was nothing unclear about it. He just used this excuse to look elsewhere. Since the FIA's Contract Recognition Board put to rest the conflict between Alpine and Piastri, the Aussie has kept a low profile, and rightfully so, as he awaits the 2023 season to do his talking on the track. As for Rossi, perhaps the Alpine chief would be better inspired to close an unfortunate chapter in the team's history once and for all and focus on the French outfit's future and on its 100 race plan to push the team to the front of the grid. On the other hand, Piastri, unsure Ricciardo wanted to hear from him amid Formula One contract situation. McLaren's decision to swoop for Piastri earlier this summer helped trigger the exit of Ricciardo from the Woking base squad, with his Formula One future now uncertain. That scenario could have led to a lot of awkwardness between the pair, as their shared nationality added an extra edge to the driver market movements of the summer. But in a bid to ensure that there was no chance of tensions emerging, Ricciardo revealed that he spoke to Piastri and his manager Mark Webber after the summer break to clear things up. Piastri has revealed that the call from Ricciardo was very much welcomed, as he had been a bit nervous beforehand about whether or not there would be problems between them. Speaking to the official Australian Grand Prix podcast in the Fast Lane, Piastri opened up on the importance of Ricciardo being the first to make the move. I was planning on getting in touch myself, but with the timing of things, he was obviously at races. Quite frankly, I didn't know if he wanted to hear from me, Piastri said. I was trying to think of what to say, but he beat me to it. That was a true professional. My respect for him was already extremely high, and it's only got higher in the way he's responded. Him getting in touch like that was great for me personally, knowing that there were no hard feelings. That really helps me quite a lot, and it was good to get in touch. He added, it was a nice moment. If I can get close to emulating the success he's had on track and the character he is off the track, I think I'll be doing a reasonable job. While Piastri's switch to McLaren is now set in stone, he does not yet know when he will get his first run for his new team. He still remains under contract at Alpine, even though he has been stood down from official duties with the team at Grand Prix events. Discussions are ongoing about Piastri potentially being released early from the contract, which could allow him an early chance to drive for McLaren in a free practice session. However, nothing has been settled on this front, which leaves him uncertain of when his first McLaren outing will be. I'm not sure yet and we don't know, he said. It's obviously something we're discussing with Alpine at the moment. But yeah, as of right now, I don't know when or what the rest of the year holds. Piastri has also confirmed that he will be racing with number 81 at McLaren next season. Explaining the background to his choice, Piastri has revealed that it was all triggered by him having very limited options when he first started out. So 81 was the number I had in karting, he said. The story of how I got 81 is not particularly interesting, but I'll explain it anyway. Basically, when I did my first race, I had to pick a number for my first race, and the kart shop I went to only had number 1s in stock. It had to be a 1 or 2-digit number, and I obviously couldn't be number 1 for obvious reasons. So I was actually number 11 for my first couple of races. Then we entered, I think it was the Victorian state titles, and somebody had already entered as number 11. So I don't know what inspired me to pick 81. But I changed the first one for a number 8, and it's stuck ever since. That brings an end to today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like. What are your thoughts on Piastri move? How do you expect his Formula 1 debut next year? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to share and subscribe to our channel to get the latest happenings in the Formula 1.